Hi, lovely pregnant ladies. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about managing back pain in pregnancy, which is something that I think we'll all agree that we have at some point during our pregnancy, so some more than others. But I'd like to talk to you today about some natural ways of managing back pain in pregnancy for those of you who prefer to avoid, drugs and chemicals, things like that. So perhaps, you're halfway through pregnancy and you're absolutely rocking your pregnancy, but you're struggling at the end of the day, or you're perhaps not making the most of the time that you've got left, this precious time before your glorious bundle of joy arrives. And you know that you could do more if you weren't struggling with back pain, but you're really not willing to compromise on not taking drugs. So I'm absolutely happy to tell you that there are some natural alternatives that are very safe to use for the vast majority of pregnant ladies. And don't involve any drugs whatsoever. And they're very effective because I, being a midwife, do struggle with back pain from time to time, and this absolutely sorts me out. And it's something that I've used in my private clinic with pregnant ladies to help manage various pain, but primarily back pain. So I'd like to share that with you today. So here's my little kit. First and foremost, the essential oils that I want to use today are, there's three of them. They're three of my favourite essential oils for helping managing conditions in pregnancy. So they are absolutely tried and tested, and I absolutely trust them. And they're really wonderful for many, many things, not just back pain. So the first oil I'm going to talk about is black pepper. So black pepper, as the name suggests, is made from black pepper. So you distill black peppers as you distill many, many essential oils, and the essential oil comes out in the steam and is very, very concentrated. You take the oil off the steam that settles, and that's what black pepper essential oil is. So this one is particularly good for pain relief, so it's a really quite strong analgesic, and there's research to back this up as well. So that's my first oil, so black pepper. Second oil we have today is good old lavender. So again, I would prefer to use British lavender. I don't know if you can see that, wrong way around. British lavender. It's organic as well, but so long as it's a good quality Lavandula angustifolia, then you're good to go. So the reason why I've chosen lavender is because of its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. It's also analgesic, pain relieving, and relaxes muscles. So that's why lavender. So like I say, it can be used for many, many things, which I'm sure it will feature again in some more of these tutorials. So, and another essential oil I would not be without as a holistic midwife is chamomile essential oil. It's one of my favourites. Not because of the smell, because it's not my favourite smell, but more because of its properties. And again, it's got a huge variety of properties, but for today we're talking about properties for helping back pain, so we're going to focus on those as we are. These have many, many properties, but we're focusing on the ones that are going to help you with your back pain. So again, British chamomile essential oil. I don't think you can see it's not a good contrast, but so British chamomile essential oil, which is made from distilling the tiny chamomile flowers, which look so delicate but are actually really very potent with anti-inflammatory, pain relieving properties. And all of these, I've just talked about the physical properties there, but they all have emotional beneficial properties and spiritual beneficial properties as well. They're all very calming. They help with circulation, particularly the black pepper, so it can help bring the blood rushing to the area as well to try and help sort out the muscle pain, muscle spasms, that kind of thing. And yes, actually, lavender essential oil is spasmodic as well, meaning that it can, I suppose it's another way of saying it relaxes the muscles, but that's one of its properties. So, technique number 1 is probably the quickest one, which is just, if you have these 3 oils, the first, I'll just turn my camera to so you can see what I'm doing. So the first one is, the quickest one that you'd probably use if you were, you had to get up and go somewhere and you just wanted a real quick fix. This is what I would suggest. So, talking about ratios actually first, the black pepper and Roman chamomile, so should have said that as Roman chamomile, not German chamomile. So these 2 oils are, if they're made particularly strong, they can be a little bit of a skin irritant, plus they're very strong smelling oils, so I would make these the very least part of the blend that we're going to make. So, and lavender, absolutely fabulous for skin, and very, very few people have any reactions to lavender, so that's the way we're going to go with this. So the first one is just, like I say, is a quick remedy. You would just take any sort of oil. So you might have some skin oil, you might have some olive oil on the worktop, you might have some coconut oil, should I say, or you might even have some skin plant oils, pure plant oils. So it depends what you've got around, really. So basically all you need it for is to be able to carry the essential oils into the skin, and carry all those amazing properties through into the area that you want them to work on. So I should say the way essential oils work are very similar to the way drugs work, but they have added layers as well. So they get into your body in a different way, as in they're going to go through the skin, through the pores in the skin, through the hair shafts, and travel into the tiny capillary blood vessels, and then get into your bloodstream that way. So they do absolutely work similarly to drugs in that they go into your bloodstream and work on your system as a whole, but they also work by inhaling the fragrant oils. They go through the olfactory bulb, so they actually get through to most oils get through to the blood-brain barrier as well, so they instantly start working as soon as you smell them, but they also go through the skin layer into the muscles to start working that way as well. So first method, so you're going to take your oil. I've got my it's Vaginal Revival Perineal Healing Oil, which is obviously what I've got around because this is part of my collection of oils that we sell. So I'm going to pretend this is whatever you've got lying around. You're going to take some of the oil. I'm just going to take the lids off first. What do we have there? So you want for this, you want 6 drops, maximum 6 drops. But, if you accidentally drop one more in, don't panic, it's fine. But 6 drops we want. So we've said that we're going to use less black pepper and chamomile and more British lavender, just because of the potential irritation. So what we're going to have is 1 drop of chamomile, Roman chamomile, 1 drop of black pepper, and then 4 drops of lavender. So all you need for this is about 2 mils of oil. You don't need to measure that, just basically a palm full of oil. A palm full of oil will do just fine. So you don't have to have fancy special oil, just anything you've got lying around, because that's what's going to carry the essential oils into your body. So say 1 drop of lavender, 1 drop of black pepper, 4 drops of lavender. Okay, so give them a little swirl with your finger, and then what you're going to do is ideally you would have your something easy that you can pull down, because don't forget oil might stain your clothes. So rub this into your hand, rub it onto your hand like so, just to get all the oils mixed together. And what you're going to do is just gently massage your back. You see that? Just gently massaging. I would give it a really good massage just to make sure that all of the oils get in through your skin for around about 2-3 minutes, just to be really sure that they're absorbing, because if you don't give them a really good rub in, they tend to evaporate into the air. That's not what you want. So you usually take about 10 to 15 minutes to start working properly, but you can do that 3-4 times a day, and that will absolutely help with muscle relaxation, pain relief, and the antispasmodic effect. That's on a physical level, but on a emotional level, they're all very, very calming oils. So it's a really nice one to do sort of towards the end of the day when you're unwinding and relaxing. I would absolutely recommend that. So that's the quickest method, and sort of easiest for when you're out and about. So a method that sort of incorporates heat and warmth as well is what we're going to do next, which you would take similar amounts. So you would make up the oil as we've just said, but then you're going to take a bowl, fill it with as hot water as you possibly can, take 2 face cloths. So you're going to put your oil that you've just made up in your hand like you did for your back pain, and then pop that same amount. You don't have to put it in your hand first, but pop them into the hot water, same amounts of oil. So 1 lavender, 1 black pepper, 1 chamomile, 1 black pepper, and 4 lavender. You're going to pop that into your bowl, soak your cloths in your bowl as hot as you can possibly have it without burning yourself. Then you're going to lie down, do one side at a time, because obviously we don't recommend that you lie on your front or directly on your back. So lie onto your side. Then you're going to have a hot water bottle, a nice hot water bottle. Obviously don't want to burn your skin, so protect yourself. You're going to take your 2 face cloths, keep them folded up into thirds, and you're going to place that onto one side of your hip. So as you lay it down, just place that onto one side of your hip, and on top of that you would then place your hot water bottle. So if you can leave that in place for the compress to work for as long as you want, really, but whilst it's still, to keep it still hot, so the oils are absorbing through the oil and the water that's in the face cloths, but the heat from the hot water bottle is going to just really sort of maximise that benefit and penetrate those essential oils deep into the muscles. And also the heat, of course, is going to help relax the muscles. So that's number 2. So obviously do that on one side and then do it on the other side. Okay. So method number 3 is a lovely relaxing method, of course, put into the bath water. So same blend, 1 lavender, 1 black pepper, 4 sorry, I keep saying this. 1 black pepper, 1 chamomile, 4 lavender in the same amount of oil, and then you're going to pop that into a nice warm bath and give it a good sort of swish in the water to make sure you disperse those oils. A good warm relaxing bath is going to absorb those oils straight in. Make sure you put the oils in some oil, because otherwise it can burn your skin, so it needs to be diluted in some oil. Excuse me. And then just relax in the bath, let the oils steam into your mouth, into your nose, and your body will absorb it that way as well. So that's it today. That's my 3 top tips for helping using essential oils for back pain in pregnancy. Thank you.